Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another Comic Creator Hangout. If you don't know, I do a show, but I don't do a show. People do a show, they set times, they set things that they do it. I do not have any of that. When I am live, I bring some of my friends on and we talk about comics. That is what we're going to do tonight. I'm going to bring some people on. We are live for the next 48 hours with Holiday Spirits. We're going to talk to just a couple of creators. I only have a couple tonight, probably because I didn't promote it till last minute. So there's a little bit less people on. But we're going to talk about some comics, and we're going to see if we can get you to buy some indie comics. If you are watching this, please leave a comment. Let me know you're here. We already had one on YouTube from Sketching the Beast, but we're gonna get our guest on, and we're gonna see what's going on. Oh, I see people starting to click on. Hey guys, I saw you guys jumping on. If you guys are on, just leave a comment so I know that you're here. I want to let people know. We're gonna talk some comics. I'm not gonna have a big long show tonight. I'm tired. I'm going to Disney World tomorrow with my family, so I'm super excited. So you'll see pictures of that all day. It's going to be fun. Maybe we'll talk about Disney. But I've got some great creators here. We have a guy who won't leave me alone. If I do this show, he is going to go live, and he is going to bug me to try to raise him some money. And that is my boy, Aaron. How are you?
I'm doing great because I'm on this show. Woohoo!
That is an accurate statement of what's happening, right?
Yes. Needs a bit of TLC with the Kickstarter, but that's nothing unusual.
Right. Well, it's January. This isn't the best time for Kickstarter, like anybody would tell you.
Yeah. Well, what can you do? I was ready. I wanted to launch.
The real question is, you had an ugly grandma sweater on the back of that. I made fun of you once, and then it disappeared, and it's never come back. Where is the sweater, Aaron? Where is the ugly sweater that goes?
Knowing my wife probably burned at the stake somewhere. I've not seen it in ages.
Did she see that I made fun of you and she's like, it was embarrassed for you and threw it?
Pretty much. Yeah, she does that. When I've worn something for like 13 years, she kind of like, it's time to let it die.
Now I got to ask and apologize for the other guest. Because you got to spend some time with me in Kentucky last time I went, we haven't actually talked since then. Does your wife have an opinion? Did you tell her that I met the coolest guy, indie superstar Travis Gibb, two-time Ringo nominated creator? Did you say all those things? And how do you feel about that?
She's jealous. I mean,
yeah, sure.
You are my +1 now, so
I get that. I understand. I apologize. I hope I didn't ruin Christmas and make it weird.
There was some awkward silences. I have to admit there was some, but the gin helped.
I understand. Also, there was, I don't know if I think we've talked about it. You don't watch Doctor Who, right? You have no idea. Right.
I watched it up to Matt Smith. Matt Smith was my doctor. I did like David Tennant and those before, but the newer ones I've not really.
You did exactly what everyone did, right? Where everybody quit. You quit when everybody else quit. You followed the trend. I understand.
Pretty much.
But you're not British enough to I've watched it since Tom Baker when I was a boy.
No, unfortunately not. I'm not that British. Though my parents probably did. They were original Doctor Who's, so yeah, I wasn't born for part of it, so that's my excuse.
That makes sense. All right, and JM, how are you, good sir?
I am good and tired too, so I feel right at home.
Well, it's good that you're here because I'm gonna be promoting a little bit of Holiday Spirits, and you were in a volume of Holiday Spirits.
I was, yeah. Actually, that's the comic I think I like talking to people about the most.
Okay.
Because when I'm at a convention, I can point to covers of all my books, but I can't point to the cover for my story, so I have to explain it and open up the book, and then that gives me a good chance to show off some of the other really cool stories that are in it. But right. Yeah, for people that are watching, I was in Holiday Spirits Volume 3.
Nice. Which is the one. So I've sold out of 3 the A cover more than anything else. That A cover I actually have to order some more now.
That's awesome.
So
yeah. That's it's because I'm in it. I think.
That's what I tell them. It's like, JM, and whatever JM they say, I just say yes, right?
Yeah,
It's John,
exactly.
whether it's I can't think of any other JMs, but I'm sure there's other ones. Jim Morrison's the only one I think of. Come on, give me another JM. It's gonna be another.
Well, okay. So there's John Mouse, who's like this really amazing musician.
John Malkovich.
John Malkovich.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So
I just say yes. JM is in there.
Yes.
Yeah, and me.
All right. Evening. Hey, Kat, how are you? But we're going to talk about some cool books. I'm excited to talk about all these books. Like I said, we're going to try to get through it fast. We got funded today on our end, but some of these other guys need some help. So we're going to get that going. Jim, if you can send me in the private message the link to the Kickstarter, that'd be great.
Sure. Yeah, you got it.
All right. Like always, we're going to start with Aaron. We're going to talk about this new book. Now, Aaron, people are confused about this book. I've been getting a lot of messages. Because people just message me about other people's Kickstarters. They're just like, hey, see, I'm making a joke, but people actually do that. Not particularly about yours, but I got messages by about like 4 today. So I guess that's an accurate statement. But there's no horror. What's going on? But it is horror. But it's
horror.
Normal horror.
It's in the title. Yeah, it's not like a supernatural horror. No, it's science fiction.
I don't understand what you're doing, Aaron. Like, there's no samurais. There's
no samurais.
Exorcist. What is happening here? What is this book?
The book Pillars of Creation is my dabble into science fiction horror. I've always loved it, from Alien, the first time I watched it as a kid, through Event Horizon, Pandorum, The Expanse from Amazon. So this follows the crew of the Icarus, who are a planetary survey team. So they go to barren, lifeless worlds, do surveys for planet cracking and mining. And on their way back to the Sol system, they're woken early and they're tasked by the company to go and find another team who are gone missing. And one of the characters, Hannah, she discovers that her partner is one of those missing. And obviously, when they go planet side, all hell breaks loose.
Yeah, they're usually not a setup for pleasant times, right?
It's not a picnic, no.
Go find the missing interplanetary scouts. Like, that's you basically sign your death warrant at that point. Or at least your cosmic horror warrant.
Yeah. So Hannah's obviously desperate to find her partner, to find out what happened to her. And the rest just pretty much along for the ride and hope they survive. Some do, some don't.
Well, in Caleb, I got the table with him last year at MegaCon. And he is an amazing talent of an artist. He draws everything pen and paper, which is crazy. And it's so detailed. It's very, very cool. Hold on real quick. Yeah. Kat said something before we go. I was at Starbucks today and was asked for an art critique out of nowhere. Oh, nice.
Cool.
Go ahead, Aaron. What were we going to say?
I can't remember. Yeah, sorry.
Caleb, we're talking about how great Caleb was.
Yeah, he's phenomenal. He did a couple of variant covers for me for Blood and Fire and Ice and Bone. And he does a lot of artwork for his Instagram, and one of them was actually a xenomorph, and it was like it just clicked, and I was like, I've got this science fiction I'm writing. I'd just finished writing the first book. I'm like really getting into it. I sent him the script on an off chance he'd be interested, and he lapped at it. He was really on board, very excited. He started a Pinterest page so we could like swap ideas of what the certain things happened and what they look like. No spoilers.
Like a mood board, or like
a mood board of like the aircraft, the spaceship. Certain aspects of it, the look, the feel. So I want it to look and feel like an alien, like the Alien universe, where it's dark, it's it's not the best of places to work. You're working for a company, they send you on these barren planets for cracking. So it's not the lifestyle that people want, but it pays the bills and it gives you work. And it was really fantastic that he signed on. And it's been amazing working with him on the pages, and hopefully get this funded so we can complete the first issue and start doing the rest of them.
Nice. Well, you got a lot of days left. We're at 74 backers, so you're at a decent amount of backers, so there is an interest to it, which is great. We're gonna try to get you at least one more tonight. But yeah, Caleb is a fantastic artist. In fact, another connection to him, my book Broke Down in Four Dead Bodies is set in Canyon City, Colorado. That is where him and his, I think, fiance, I don't think they're married, but him and his fiance were from, which is just wild. They grabbed my book. They were just sitting at the table while we're all just like kind of waiting for customers and Mexico, and they're like, "Is this Canyon City, Colorado?" I was like, "Yes, it is." "Oh, we're from there." I was like, "Oh shit! All right." So small world.
How big of a town is Canyon City?
Go ahead.
Is there a lot of people in Canyon City, or is it?
No. So
I didn't think so. It sounds like a little town.
So here's what happened. So I had a foreign artist from Indonesia who wrote out of Four Dead Bodies. I wanted him to draw Florida. So part of it looks like it's from Florida, part of it looks like it's from New Hampshire, and part of it looks like it's from Arizona. And I'm like, none of these match. I don't know what to do. Is there some place that's like that? And my wife happened to live in Colorado. She's like, yes, Canyon City lives it. And then I researched Canyon City. It's where the prison is in Colorado. Near, so it's got everything I needed for it, what it is. Yeah.
Right.
Cat goes broke down, and there goes Cat's car again. Every time I have a broke down issue, her car breaks down. Cat, I do have one planned this year in like February. It's part of a bigger thing though, so hopefully your car will be okay. So, but yeah, so if you guys can back that, give some stuff, it would be great. Give them some money.
I asked for me to please.
Sorry, hold on. Everyone's
even get a T-shirt like this.
Oh, let me see. Let's stand up. Let's see a little better. Let's make you big.
I like that.
All right, looks nice.
That's cool.
Or I got different versions. There's this one here.
Nice. Now, apparently, no one told Aaron we're selling comics, not merch. But all right, that's fine.
Hey, I have to get the money where I can.
It's all a part of it, right? My Kickstarter has like 7 shirts.
Yeah, I've got shirts, hoodies, 3D models, everything.
Yeah.
Nice. Do you have those as add-ons, or are they different reward tiers?
Yeah, okay. All add-ons. I find it easier having them as add-ons rather than tiers, because the tiers get complicated so easily.
Yeah, they really do. I found that out the hard way.
Let's do plushies because Travis loves plushies. I do not love plushies, Cat. Do not say that.
I do want to do a plushie. It really
do not do a plushie. We are selling comic books. We are not selling children's toys. We already get a bad rep that we're children because we make comics, and you guys want to sell stuffed animals.
Yes. Well, this would be a stuffed ship. So technically,
no, it's not. No, it doesn't make it better.
Stuffed ship.
Still.
You were at when I embarrassed myself and bought one.
There you go. Yeah, it was funny. I was there. I was a witness.
To me and my family, it was shame on me and my family.
What plushie did you buy?
I bought a Cthulhu. There was a nice Cthulhu that I thought my wife would like, so I bought it for my wife. But it did bring up light on my whole family. We have been cursed ever since.
Cursed plushie.
I'm just saying, bad things have happened since that plushie's been in my house. I'm not saying it's 100% the cause. I'm just saying that there is a correlation.
See, this is why you need to buy more plushies to cancel out the curse.
Yeah,
Is that
get
how
so many that you have to
one was a curse, and then they just
Yeah.
kept buying them.
yeah, it like dilutes the effects.
Yeah.
I think.
And then the Princess Diana one came. It killed Princess Diana, broke the curse, and everything's fine.
There you go.
All right, let's see what you got here, JM.
Sure.
This book, and I apologize if I'm out of turn saying this, but JM invited me to be part of this. I must have dropped the ball at some place because I remember being asked, but so I only say that to say that I endorse it because I've had every intention of being part of it, and then it was live one day. So again, I did not get around to it, but JM did invite, and I know he invited some of the greatest guys in comics. So we're going to talk about that.
Yeah. I definitely wanted you to be a part of it, but if this one works, there's always a volume 2.
Sure,
and
yeah.
You are far from the only.
Cause.
Yeah, you're far from the only creator that had every intention of doing it, and then it just got away. It's really tough. It's really tough. Like we're family men. We're juggling our jobs. We're juggling all different creative processes. Adding one more story to the mix can sometimes be like one too many. But it is for a good cause. We're going to be donating all the proceeds to immigrant and LGBTQIA rights organizations. So not allowed to say that on the Kickstarter itself, but that's what's happening is we're covering printing and fulfillment, and then all the rest is going to charity.
Nice.
So
talk about some of the. Go ahead and go through this Kickstarter. Tell me who's in it.
No, absolutely. So it's massive. It's 264 pages currently, 25 different stories. David M. Boer. I have a story in there. Rich Duick, Jonathan Hedrick, Kurt Belcher. A lot of Orange Cone alumni are part of this. And
looks like Caleb's in here. Caleb's in here, and David Boer, Josh Brewer.
Yeah, Caleb really knocked it out of the park, and as part of the Kickstarter, also offering up commission slots and his original art from the story. So, definitely something for the Caleb lovers out there if they're interested. Nice. But it's 25 stories. All of it's socially conscious horror, revolving around the themes of hate, fascism, racism, transphobia, homophobia, xenophobia, and toxic patriotism. There's a ton of different add-ons, ton of different reward tiers. We're letting one backer, there's a reward tier to choose one of our covers. Because I couldn't decide based on like 8 different submissions that we had. So if there's a backer who's brave and bold and has $500 that they want to go to charity, they get to pick that 4th cover.
Nice. And what's so what caused you to feel this cause? What was the decision?
I love anthologies. That's why I did Holiday Spirits. I want nothing more to be in 1,000 different anthologies. And when shit really started hitting the fan politically and socially, and we started getting ICE raids in my backyard, I felt like I had to do something. And I'm not a protester. I don't begrudge anybody that goes out with a picket sign and chants and puts themselves in danger's way, but that's not my style. So I figured the best way of doing things and helping to make a difference is get as many creators on board as I could, and put something out there that people want to spend money on, so that money can be redirected to good causes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Can you get any of your books in the add-ons, or did you keep that separate?
You know, I did keep that separate, although any backer, and I didn't do a good job of explaining this in the campaign, and I might edit it, is getting a digital bundle of ebooks. It'll include one of my books. It's got books from Frankie White. It's got books from Jeff Schiller. It's asked my question. Yeah, so it's got a lot of very cool books that you normally would have to pay a fair bit for, and
If you need some more,
they're all yeah.
you can have mine if you want.
Absolutely. The
Yeah,
more the
same. You can
merrier.
use all the holiday spirits. You're more than welcome.
I appreciate it. Yeah, and I'll make an update to that effect, letting them know that you guys have thrown in.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it. Yeah, and, you know, I love getting people exposed to other creators and other comics and stuff. So the digital bundle seemed like a no-brainer to me, and I actually just got the rights back to Swamp Dogs, which was my first book. And so I'm probably going to be throwing Swamp Dogs #1 in there.
Nice.
Since I
Now, do you
don't
get the
owe
rights
anybody
back?
anything.
Any chance for a trade?
I hope so. We had a really weird situation where the series never got finished.
Right.
Yeah, it was like a perfect storm. It was supposed to be 5 issues, and honestly, it was. Oh, thank you. It doesn't matter what style or genre. I'll take all of them. But yeah, so it was supposed to be a 5-issue miniseries that was going to 2 separate ongoing series after that, and we were like the darling child of the horror imprint at Scout Comics that lasted all of 6 months, and then the pandemic hit, and we had issues with our artist, and only 1, 2, and 3 were ever published. So 4 is almost totally drawn, and I got back in touch with our artist Cuber Ball, and he wants to finish it up. And issue 5's been scripted for years, so hoping to finance or find a home maybe with a publisher for that
Right.
series, redo the floppies, and go for a trade.
Right.
Oh, I think that's a great idea. I think there's a lot of great publishers.
Yeah, I think so. You know, it's just about finding the right fit for it, you know?
Yeah. No, it was. I mean, Black Caravan was the place to be, man. Like that's why I signed on to Scout as well. It was a cool little imprint for the little short amount of time.
Yeah.
But it looks like you got a backer while we're here. You see that?
Oh, yeah, I do. That's awesome.
You
We
just
crossed
crossed
that
11.
$11,000. Yeah. Well, only 9 more to go. This is my first Kickstarter. I didn't really know what to do. I had a comic writer, Phil Mucci, help me put it together. He's done books called Professor Dario Bava, which is totally worth checking out. And he was like, JM, put your goal low, like make it low. And I was like, well, no, I want to cover the, like really deluxe printing of everything, and then on top of that, make sure that the goal included a really nice like donation amount, because with the over 100 contributors, it would be really shitty if like the goal got reached and we got funded and we were able to send everything out, but the donation wound up being like $100 or like $500. That just doesn't really cut it.
Right.
I mean, that's obviously $500 more than the organizations would have had, but considering over 100 people put their time and energy into it, I kind of wanted a nice check to be going to Churla and Lambda League.
Yeah,
But,
no doubt. No.
Yeah. So I'm sweating every single day. My blood pressure either goes through the roof or drops through the floor with every cancellation and adjustment of a pledge down a tier, or an add-on gets removed, and I'm just like, oh, we're not gonna make it. So
I'd like to say it gets easier, but it doesn't.
Yeah, no, I don't think I have like the stomach for Kickstarters. Like I'm gonna have to.
My wife has talked about it several times of writing a book about the psychology that your significant other goes through during these campaigns, like mental states and like waking up in the middle of the night to refresh, like there's just stuff. I actually finally, knock on wood, the last like 5, I realized I don't worry about it as much, but I also wish I worried more because I think I would do better if I worried more again.
Right. Yeah. I mean, fear is a great motivator, and
Right.
I'm definitely like using every waking minute I can to like think of every different thing I can do to make this thing work. I spent hours today reaching out to different horror celebrities and stuff just to see if they would like post about it, because I was able to get director Mick Garris, who's also got like a podcast on Faint Bloody Disgusting's website, I think. And he posted about it. So, the more the merrier. The more people getting the word out, the better.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I'm going to get the word out. I owe both of you guys actually a post. I just haven't done it. I did the stretch goal post, but that's it. But all right, let me show you guys mine real quick, and then we'll go from there. Kat says, Heather wants an editor, some help. I'll let her know I'm available. You're always in the Rolodex. You get a Christmas present, Kat. You get to go to Starbucks, which I know is like super far for you, but that's what we send you. I don't tell you. If you'd like, you can get a cameo. That's what we send to Jerome this year. We send him Krampus because he there's no Starbucks or if we send him a Starbucks gift card because it's in U.S. dollars, it gets all weird because it's in Canada. So we just stopped. All right, let's get the next one up.
Can you get a Starbucks gift card in Canadian dollars?
You can. Again, he's just it's weird. And even we've got him Amazon gift cards. We've done all sorts of stuff because he's our boy, but it gets complicated.
Right. Yeah, I'm very interested in Holiday Spirit.
Did you get Duncan? You got your editor's thing that you get, right? I'm sure you got something. I sent you something. Oh, that was for your birthday. Yeah, I sent you something. I sent you cash. I think a Cash App or Venmo. I remember sending you something. Stop. You're stressing me out, Kat. All right. Bringing it up. I had my back end. You're not allowed to see my back end. That's what she said. Okay.
You beat me to it.
All right. Holiday Spirits Monster Special. We are live. It's very, very cool. This one is very, very neat. It's a little different than the ones we've done before, like the one that JM was, which is in 3, which is 2 volumes ago, which is crazy. This one is just the universal and monster cryptids. So we've got a whole bunch of the cool ones. We've got Frankenstein, Dracula, Baba Yaga, Chiron, Spring-Heeled Jack, Jack the Ripper, Mummy, Mothman, Dr. Jekyll, Bigfoot, Werewolf, Cthulhu, Grendel, Pride of Frankenstein, Loch Ness Monster, Medusa, Phantom of the Opera, Aliens, and Krampus. And as you can see, we have a who's of Indy as well. If you've been around for a while, Eric Palcanini from Atlantis Rises Again, or Atlantis is No Place for Tourists. Get David Andre, who's doing a Mad Cave book a month. You've got Rob Pinkleton, who did what the hell is his book? Give me a second. And Kevin Ostero, they did Grit for Scout. We got Frank Martin, Gerald, same as Gerald, same as JM there. Lots of great people here. Mark Merson, CJ Hudson, Marquez Noza, and Jason Muir. Jason Muir is doing Marvel books now. So lots of really cool books. And Madeline Rosen is doing a short in it. So lots of cool stuff. It's a very cool book. Sorry, people are messaging. As you see, they've worked for all these companies, from Comic Stripe to SourcePoint to Vault to all sorts of things. We've got some cool covers and all your favorite monsters, just like I showed you. But it's very cool. It's a little different than we've done Holiday Spirits in the past. I think a lot of people would have loved this. Would this have been more enticing to you, JM, if we had this one back in the day?
So it's like a dream of mine to hit up every universal monster archetype.
Okay.
at some point, so I would have loved to have knocked one out there, but I was really happy with my Undead Santa Claus story. Like, I'm real proud of that one.
Well, and what
Because
I love about your Undead Santa Claus is it's got the coloring that AI steals, but it was right before AI was a thing. So we have that justification. It's like, look at the code. Like, this is before. Like, look at the year it was made.
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
AI was a thing, but it was not what it is today.
Right. Yeah, no, it's true. Yeah, I am so lucky that I was able to poach RL Black as the illustrator for that. I just loved his sort of like vintage retro sort of style that he had. So
Right.
it seemed perfect because I really wanted that story to feel very, very timeless, but also like sort of rooted in 1970s children's cinema. So
Right.
it worked perfectly, and yeah, it's probably some of my favorite writing, I think.
Oh, well, that's great. That's great. And you can get
Yeah,
that copy right here. We will sell you issue 3. We're not scared. We'll
yeah,
sell you both copies. You can buy them as add-ons. But yeah, we're almost at 250 backers. We just got a stretcher. We just funded today. Campaign's been doing great. It's been very steady. Like I said, I know Kickstarter's slow, but it's been doing great. I'm happy with it. Nothing to complain about. It's been good. I'm happy with where we're at, and I'm happy where it'll end. So it's been good, and I'm happy with the creative team. So if you haven't
yeah.
checked it out, you have 24 hours. You literally just hit the 24-hour mark. So it is time to make that call and do all that stuff. If you haven't, I saw a comment. Where was a comment? Brad Ship said, "Cool, yeah." Brad Ship is actually coloring the werewolf story in here. He's
Nice.
doing that right now, which is very, very cool. So, and it's a werewolf story that I wrote. I wrote the werewolf story. I didn't mean to, but that's what happened.
Did it start as a different monster? Like, how do you not mean
No,
to?
I gave it to somebody else. They dropped the ball, and then I gave it to a writer. I'll go big for a minute. I gave it to a writer slash artist who's always complaining that nobody gives him a shot, this and that. And I literally gave him, and again, I'm not talking crap because he knows it. I gave him 8 months to complete the story, and he never started.
Wow.
And I asked him, and I tried to I even met him like halfway through. Hey man, do you need me to send you monthly updates? Hey man, I need a page. I need a page. I need a page. It never happened. So I was going to do a different monster. I was going to do Wendigo, like the Wendigo cryptid. But I wanted, if I was going to choose one, I wanted the werewolf in it. So I decided to do it and pull it together last minute. And again, nothing wrong with the guy. Just there's a lot of people, and I'm sure you guys have friends like this who say they want to do this, but they don't do the work. They just don't.
Right.
They're great people, but they just don't spend the extra time to do the work.
Yeah, that's definitely something that I ran into with my own collection. Is you give people all the time in the world. I thought we would be live with that in July, like 4th of July, and the only reason we launched this in December is because I promised it would happen in 2025. So, I was hoping to avoid that.
Cut it close.
Christmas lull. Yeah, literally, we dropped it December 29th at night. Like, I was working on the Kickstarter page for it up until 11 at night and just launched it. So, as close as it can get.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. And again, I apologize. I dropped the ball. I know you messaged me more than once. Again, same situation, right? Though this guy dropped the ball completely, did no artwork for anything.
Right.
You messaged me. It's sometimes not even that they're a bad artist or creator or person.
No.
We're just busy doing thousands of things.
Yeah. No, I literally have, I don't have a lot of friends that I'd call actual friends in the industry, like acquaintances.
Yeah, sure.
But even some of my creator friends we're like, yeah, let's do it. I totally want to do it. And then nothing. And that's with, me following up every couple months and being like, hey, where are we at? It happens, and it's no bad blood. Like you said, it definitely doesn't mean that they're a bad person or even a bad creator. It's just sometimes we stretch ourselves too thin, I think.
So
my son has found.
frame for?
Hold on, my son has found you can use YouTube and watch the YouTube channel. Hi, son. Glad you got the phone.
Travis Jr.
Hi,
So what's
Travis,
the time frame you guys set for your anthology then to get it all ready to go?
Well, I started recruiting people in early February, and
Wow.
Originally I was like, okay, maybe we'll be able to launch it for May Day and have it be in May. And then it was like, okay, well, we don't have enough. I sort of tottered between having too many artists and too many writers, and I kept wanting to balance the scales as opposed to like cutting people out, because everybody that wanted to participate was trying to like participate for political and social reasons and wanting their voice to be heard. So I was like, yeah, let's do it. And so it just kept growing and growing because I'd add more artists, and then I'd add more writers, and then I'd add more artists. And so June became July 4th, and then July 4th became hopefully sometime in the end of August, and eventually it just became December, because there were some people that I was really hoping would come through, and I just had to wait a really long time for that to happen. And I want to make sure that the book's print ready by the campaign, so that way I can just drop the file off and send it to the printer. So
I don't know what my son is saying. Do you want money? Sure, Remy. I want money. Like and I'll maybe I should talk like the people he watches. Guys, make sure you like and subscribe. Hit that notification button.
Smash the button.
Smash the notification button.
Yeah. I got a 10-year-old, so that's all it is. And when we do like a YouTube like cover image for this video, you have to have your mouth open, like you're shocked or scared or angry.
So for me, to answer that question, Aaron, because that's a great question. This book was supposed to be out last year. This was supposed to be volume 4. I signed a whole team, but I was so busy doing Cthulhu Invades Fairy Tales and Coins of Judas and like getting everything taken care of that I didn't. Hold on. Sorry, my son was yelling at me. Remy, talk to me on the computer if you want to talk to me.
That's the only way we communicate is through the computer.
I guess. Yeah, I know. That's the way it works these days. Anyway, so about a year ago, and then I assigned a whole bunch of people stuff, and I didn't give solid deadlines. So I'm usually really good at it needs to be done by this date. That never happened. And one person got it done. I got 2 scripts, and one person fully got it done. So that person was Jessica Madison. She got into Holiday Spirits Christmas July because I wanted to have a Holiday Spirits last year. So what we did is we took we had floppies. So we took all of our floppies, combined them, added a couple of stories in the back, added like four small stories, probably like 15 pages or 20 pages in the back, and then made it a trade for volume 4. But yeah, and then I started from scratch, got rid of everybody who wasn't working, figured out the ones that I dropped the ball on, because sometimes you have to admit that you dropped the ball, right? Like maybe I didn't message this person enough because I was focused on all this stuff, and then we relaunched and got it to where it needed to go.
Nice. Yeah, it's not easy balancing the creative teams and keeping on top of everything. And I can't speak for you, Travis, but I'm ADHD. And,
I'm absolutely.
I'm super flaky in a lot of ways. So it's as a coordinator, sometimes you drop the ball too. Definitely.
Yeah. No, I'm really good at if you can get my mind to focus on something. So if my wife reminds me of something, like I'm very good at leading and doing all that stuff. But if I have things that are more that are taking my attention, which
shinier, yeah,
guys, that's why I come up with so many projects. It's because I have ADD. Like I just work on multiple projects at the same time, and like it's just what I do. It's how my brain works.
Mm-hmm.
But so what we're going to do is we're going to go over all the campaigns. We're going to make sure we got some money, and if we didn't get money, we're going to yell at people. I don't want to yell at people. So we're at
He's tired, bless him.
backers for
Aaron's gonna.
We're at 2003. We're 203 when we started with JM, and we're at 249 with me. I think everybody got backers. I think we're good. We don't have to yell, but we're good. That reminds me, I got to remember Travis. I don't even know what you're talking about, Ken. I'm sure it's a great project. Really excited about it. It's been totally my focus the whole time. In fact, she just edited something recently, and we're still waiting on the finals. I do love to yell at people, Tom, but I don't think
it's your therapy. It's your therapy every week.
My therapy. By the way, I'm going live next week with something else, unless Kickstarter tells me no. So there will be a show next week. Yes, there'll be a different Kickstarter next week.
Well, hopefully my hotel Wi-Fi works because I'll be out and about.
All right. Oh, look at that! You're getting some backers.
I am. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Very nice.
Got some stuff in here. Got you some backers. You are at 74. You got 77. So people have been showing you some love, which is great. Always keep showing. You want to share what it's about one more time, good sir, before we wrap this up?
Yeah. Pillars of Creation is my science fiction horror. It follows a planetary survey team on their way home. They're woken early, and they're tasked by the company to investigate another team that's gone missing. One of the team members finds out her partner is one of those missing. So it's a thrill ride. I can't wait to get my teeth into it. Caleb Addy's doing the artwork. He's phenomenal. It will kick ass and scare you shitless.
Yeah. So lots of sci-fi stuff. And does it have a monster? Is that spoiling too much?
There is monsters in there. There's creatures and stuff, okay. But I'm trying to keep it on the down low of
you
what they are.
You don't have to say what it is, but I think there's people who do space comics that don't have monsters, right? It just ends up being the space makes it crazy and they kill each other.
There is a monster in it. It's just not what you expect. There's big twists coming. It's a 12 issue arc. So there's that's going out there. Each 4 issue is a standalone book. So I'm hoping each 4 issue do a trade. That's the plan. So that's there's a lot that happens in it. Lots of action, lots of horror elements. So it kind of starts with like Alien and then kind of goes into like Aliens where the horror turns into action.
Right.
So there's that coming into it. So fingers crossed.
Next up, we got Horrors Hate. Kyle Willis is in the house. Kyle, did you get your box? I sent it on Monday. It may take an extra day, but you live in Florida, so it's Florida to Florida. So did you get your box? I sent it on Monday. All right, JM. One last time. We got you a couple backers here. Let's see if we can get you a couple more.
All right. So Horror Not Hate, it is a charity horror anthology and art book. There's 50 illustrations in it also. It's all socially conscious horror stories, some funny, some serious, some sad. Mine's fucking great. And all the money that we raise is going to charity for immigrant rights and LGBTQIA rights. So, especially with people getting shot in the face by ICE, it's pretty important that people have a support system there to sort of like help them through dark times.
One note.
Yes.
I don't see anything saying charity in the description. Right,
you can't. You're not allowed
yes.
to.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
No.
that.
So
Okay.
it does say in the description that pledges or donations of equal amounts will be going to Churla, which is the immigrant rights charity, and Lambda Legal, which is a gay and trans rights.
Okay.
So
So you can't
yeah,
put charity in the
cannot.
top?
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
man.
no. I talked to the Kickstarter people about it, and they approved it, but they were just like, you can't say that you're raising funds for something else,
Right.
basically.
Okay.
So
Well,
that's how it goes. So we want to get it paid, to get it printed. We have like 7 different shirts, a bunch of different stickers available, pins, patches, limited edition hoodies. Dungeon Degenerates board games are available. Artist sketch magic cards are available. Commissions, original art. Got it all.
nice. Well, I think it's a good book. Like I said, that some of the greatest, you didn't mention it, but some of the greatest creators didn't mention it the second time around. I mean, look at this
Yeah.
creator list. Like this is, as someone who does anthologies all the time, these are great people. Dave Booth from Ghostbusters. I've never been able to get him. Josh Pruitt, Last Kid on Earth, also haven't got him. Ryland Silverman, haven't got him. Rich Stewart, I've gotten. He's a good friend of mine. And then we got Francesca. Jonathan and Francesca lived in my town, and I didn't get them both together. He got Caleb. He got Gerald. Lots of great
Gerald's
people.
awesome.
In fact, I really think you should go here and list everybody. JL.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Let me pull up the list. So for writers, we have actually there's Bram Stoker award-winning, Shirley Jackson award-winning horror writer who works in prose, and this is his second comic story ever, and that's Tim Wagner, and his only other comic story is about Kolchak the Night Stalker. And so he's got a really cool story in here. Haley Silverman is a podcaster and comedian, and this is her first comic story ever. And let me pull up the other writers. So Jonathan Hedrick, Derek McKay, Holly Interlandi, who's done like the Cradle of Filth comic and like some stuff for Kiss. I think she did the Kiss comic. And Cyril Pexon, who's a newcomer, Ben Kahn, who's a GLAAD Award-nominated writer, and did, I want to say, like Polly Pocket, like some really interesting like licensed stuff too. Joe Corallo, Rich Dewick, Moni Barrett. It's her first comic story ever. She's with Creators Assemble, which is like a really cool organization that connects comic creators and librarians. Jonathan Chance is in there. Cameron Zavala, who's like an underground comics icon in LA.
Right.
Frankie White, Zach Chapman, Ricardo Acevedo is another newcomer. David M. Boer, who did Ghostbusters and Kanto. Odie Marcus, who also is from the underground scene. Travis B. Hill, who's a fellow Scout alum. Jeff Schiller.
I don't like that guy. He's named Travis.
There's only one Travis.
Is that a thing? Like the Travises, like
there can only be one.
Okay. See, I realized I'd have too many fights with people with my name Justin, so all Justins get together pretty well. We get along. There's no rivalries. So we also have Louis Southard, Kurt Belcher, Joshua Pruitt, who does Last Kids on Earth. He's a New York Times bestselling writer. He's an Emmy Award winner. He wrote for Mystery Science Theater 3000 and Phineas and Ferb and all that good stuff. Land Pitts.
You need a medal just getting all these people together. Jeez.
Yeah. Well, I contacted probably like 500 or 600 people, and I got 100 to sign on. So I think you can give me a medal after I die. I'm gonna die after this Kickstarter. Levi Corey, Joshua Rubin, and myself, and those are all the writers. Artists are amazing. Francesca Fantini, Rafael Navarro, Jade Lauder, Gerald von Stoddard, Cameron Zavala did his own. Vasilis Gozilis is a really amazing artist and did a really cool story with Frankie White. Craig Rasmussen, N-Juice did David Boers, and it's gorgeous.
Nice.
Yeah, there's so many people. Like I feel bad taking the time listing everybody, and then that's not even including the art gallery, which is artists from the comics world like Brett Parson, who did Grommets, and Claudia Balboni, and we have metal artists like Skinner and Chad J. Keith, who've done album covers for bands like Mastodon and Eye on Fire. Just an unbelievable roster, like up and down. So it's totally worth it just for the art. It's totally worth it just for the comic stories, and you get both with one pledge.
Nice. So the guy who's doing the magic, he's an artist. He's a magic artist.
Yeah. So magic, like I played it when I was a kid in
Sure.
junior
No,
high.
I'm currently playing magic right now.
Okay.
Because
Okay. So all the special artist series that come out, like they get special artists to
Sure. Yeah. There's all sorts of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So Matt Sticker, who is a really great metal artist, did a card, and so he gave us his artist proof cards with a personalized sketch on the back. All three of those are gone already, so people can't get those. But there is another artist in the gallery, Ricardo Diseño, who has a really cool card called Beholder's Petrification Ray, and there were 20 that he gave to me to put on the Kickstarter. I think 11 of them are gone, and it's going to be a 50-50 chance whether you get a holograph or a plain one.
Oh wow!
So, yeah. So couple legit magic card artists, and just people, like it's literally insane. Like the artists that we got, especially if you like your horror art, your metal art, and your fine art, because I pulled a lot from that.
Nice. That's really, really cool. I'm actually, give me just a sec. I'm looking up that Skinner's card to give a value. I want to give a value to people. I know it's all sold out, but I want to give a value. It's more of a curiosity for me than anyone who's actually watching, just for the record. I'm going to guess he did the showcase. It is a showcase. Clear filter. So it's an 11-cent card. It's not a valuable card.
No.
But what I should say is you should buy extra copies of them, good sir, and have them sign them to put them up there. Not the artist proofs. Go ahead and buy the 20-cent ones and have them sign them. Right.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, he can't do the sketches, but he can do the signing. I think people like to sign magic cards.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Hi, Brian. How are you? But yeah, so you've got some backers. We're going to see if we can get you some more. And what I would do is, I know I said I'd give you my holiday spirits. What I would do is go ahead and add it as an add-on, man. Charge it for $20. All 3 volumes for $20 or as a PDF.
Sounds good. Yeah, let's do it. I appreciate it.
No problem. Whatever we can get you to get you across that goal. And you're more than welcome to come back next week and get you back on.
Thank you.
I'm going to share one more. We'll share mine. Guys, we have 24 hours left in this bad boy, maybe 23. 23. Oh, my God, it's going down. Got a couple of backers where we are trying to hit the 11 as well. We just got JM over the 11. Let's get us to the 11 as well.
Yeah, I'm trying to hit 11.
Is that your next stretch goal?
A stretch goal is 12, but yeah. Well,
let's get to 12. Start with 11, but let's get to 12.
I think that's how counting works. Let's bring it up to 11.
That's how I learned it anyways.
So, and we've got it, ideally, JM really wants it to stay. The record for Holiday Spirits is, I think, 13,500, which was his Holiday Spirits 3. So he wants it below that, but I'd love to blow it out of the water.
You know what? A rising tide lifts all ships. So let's make this the record setter.
All right. Now let's do that. But Gentlemen, thank you guys for coming out. I know you guys have other stuff going on. But next week we'll be back. We'll be promoting some more stuff. I'll stay on longer than normal, an hour than I know. We'll do stuff, but I gotta bring my kids to Disney. I have a con this weekend. I gotta literally, I'm packing up the car to go to Disney. So it's all my shit staying in a car, which I'd be super worried in Florida, but we're actually under a freeze warning. We actually have to wear long johns and stuff. It's actually going to be cold tomorrow. So all my comics will be fine, but I've got a con on Saturday and Sunday. So I'm literally packing our whole car up like we're Christmas vacationing from National Lampoons. Like it's going to be wild.
Hopefully it won't be that wild.
Yeah, I just saw some people up their pledges on you, so which is great. I didn't see any new numbers, but people are up in their pledges. It's great.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean that's what we need just as much as new pledges, definitely.
Yeah, I'll DM you the links to the PDFs.
Yeah, please do. I appreciate it.
But all right, well, I appreciate both of you guys. Have a good night, guys. Thank you guys for watching. We appreciate you. I know this is probably the shortest. This will probably get like record numbered views because like shorter ones are better. But this is good. We're all gonna go to bed. It's all gonna be good. It's so crazy, but I just didn't realize like JM's house looks like old fashioned. Aaron, I always make fun of his house for old fashioned. I still have all my geek stuff.
Oh, my geek stuff is like on the opposite side. I'm
right. If you ripped it around, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Mine's kind of bare at the moment. Boring.
All right. Well, good night, guys. We'll keep paying attention to these things, guys. Go just because if you're watching this later, go ahead and back them. They're not going to get mad. They'll be happy to get it back. It'll be good times.
Thank you for everyone who backed. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
Good night.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Good night.
Bye.